David out of Nairobi, the West of Venus, Desha, and Saint Langley. Actually, Shobi, and King, and the Ted of the Man, and all Gams, the Eva, and the Mother, so these are Rafa, and these people that are for Amy, and the Moody. Naro, from the Shulkan, with its Solo, and the Shanta, and the Notion, Coastal, Royal, Togo, Hesed, the Queen, the Cody, and Hayai, Shakti, the base out of Nairobi, every person has a journey in this world that includes many, many different nisyonos. HaKadosh Baruch Hu designs the length of that journey and the character of that journey according to the needs of every single nishon. Many times in the midst of the journey, it's hard to discern who exactly the person is and what the purpose of the journey is. And it's only when the journey reaches its end that sometimes we get a glimpse of who the person is and what his journey in this world was. And that's Achrei Mos Kedoshim. After a person dies, then sometimes you can discern the Kedusha that neshama represented and that the design of the Rabbanu Shalom that was tailor-made for that neshama is. But it's interesting that Parshios Achrei Kedoshim don't always come together. Sometimes you have to wait a week to get to the Kedoshim. Sometimes it takes time to be able to really discern who the person was and what his journey was. The main thing in life is not necessarily what a person accomplishes, but what he desires to accomplish, how much effort he puts in, what his aspirations are, because success is totally in the hands of the Rabbanu Shalom. That's why we say Yogati u'Matzasi. I put in effort, and in the end, it's a Metzia, the Rabbanu Shalom enables you to find and to succeed. But the main thing is how much effort you put in. The Rabbanu Shalom blesses a person according to the effort that he puts in. So in Yorei of Yaseh, the Rabbanu Shalom crowns with success what the desire of a person is. Sefiras HaOmer is built like that. We anxiously count the days to Matan Torah to show our desire for Torah. But ultimately, the day that we receive the Torah, we don't count. That the Rabbanu Shalom is Mekadesh, that the Rabbanu Shalom provides for us the actual giving of the Torah. Just the preparation and the desire that we do. Roger Simcha Jessel passed through many, many nisyonos, difficult ones in life. Both situations that faced him, different situations of life that were very difficult for him to deal with from the time that he was very young, and also situations from within, various hagbalot, nafshiyot that he himself had. But HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave him a loving family who encouraged him, who supported him, father and brothers. He gave him a stepmother who took the place almost exactly like his real mother and gave him tremendous amount of love and help. And he had many, many good friends, as you heard. And even though many times it was difficult for him to realize and bring to fruition his desires, but he never lost his idealism. He never lost his aspiration. He recognized what was true and what was desirable. And he tried to achieve that, sometimes successfully and sometimes not. He was a bocher that thought, that was discerning. He recognized what was true and what was straight and just. And he demanded it from other people and many times was frustrated because he was disillusioned by people who should have been true and should have been straight, and in his eyes weren't. But he always had respect. He was a refined bocher. He may have not been exactly conventional, but in the shorish of his neshama and the root of his neshama, he was very conventional. Last time I saw him, as was mentioned, was by Ne'ilas Achag on Pesach. I remember being very inspired, and the tremendous roshim that he made on me at that time. Everyone should learn from him to honor the truth and that which is straight and just, to make the effort and the aspiration to strive for greater and greater things, whether we're able to reach them or not to give up. And also, as was said, to strengthen our children, sons and daughters, and encourage them, to help them in their journey in this world. I think it's also important, those who ride motorcycles, if you can avoid it, avoid it. Shkia Hezekim. The incidence of accidents on motorcycles is very, very great. If you have to ride a motorcycle, at least do it safely. Learn that from him. That also will be a schus le'ilu yishmasa. Hashem should give nechama, the parents, brother, sister, their family. Actually, Yevula Hamovas Lanetzach, Mocha Hashem Dimam Yal Koponim, Yev Yomeinu Amen.